place test. Browser properties. Restore chat. Available. Should be working. I am streaming right now. So this will not revive because I don't have. I have to if I edit it to public real quick. Any subscribers? Okay. So I think it's only because it's on private. We're gonna try that. Restore chat. Yeah, so it only works. Okay. I get this now. I understand. There you go. Alrighty. We're running strong. No problems. Better quality as it seems. I think we're gonna run this for a bit. God damn, I've been sitting around here doing this bullshit. Doing this for you. It should be public, right? Should be on public stream. We are public. And we are streaming. How's that quality on the laptop? We should be able to run it at 1440. I think we're looking good. I'm kind of just testing the thresholds of how far I can take this fucking res. Hello. Yeah, I'm testing right now, so I can play for a little bit. I'm just testing. My first stream, I'm not so certain about the quality here, but I think I should be fine. I don't think I should have any problems. Alright, we're just gonna play.
Play, help some people out, and see how like the stream runs. I think that's the best way to do this. Just get right into the fucking bullshit. Concurrent viewers, probably just myself. Sedge. Everything I think looks fine. I hope. Hello.
My equipment. That's fine.
I want to actually play. So there's that. Wait, am I the only one here? Yes, you are. I'm sorry, I couldn't see your thing. Yeah, you're the only one. I was just testing out. I didn't schedule a stream or anything, but I think the quality doesn't seem too bad. Yeah. I'm sorry, it's just you and me. We're all alone, I believe. Be happy to know you're the... I don't really know. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm not paying attention. Yeah, I haven't been playing much PvP, but PvE I've been trying to get back into, but I just got this PC. We're good.
Elden Ring is just a few bosses that are really hard.
Yeah, there are a few. I would overall agree. Yeah. It's really fun to get into if you're like a new player. Let me say that. I'm just waiting for that DLC, honestly. Final boss is harder. Yep, I do agree. I want it to be harder as well.
Hey!
Yeah, I think it might be Mikola. I'd also be like, it'd be cool, I think, if it would be like Mikola's vassal or something. Since there's no info on Mikola or Millennia having one. So I think if we got something like that, it'd be really neat.
Start that up again.
Or things. Obviously, we want some Godwin lore. That'd be fucking awesome. Like Godwin, Tauren, and Mikola obviously are like the big three. Instead, uses fire attacks. Oh my god! I think my game just crashed. We'll just load back in. We're loading up. Oh god, yeah, that doesn't really happen. I don't know why that did, but hey, we'll roll with it.
Instead, he uses fire attacks.
You know, I was actually really surprised by how large the community is on PC in comparison to like, you know, the Xbox, because like it seems pretty dead right now. on Xbox at least, but on PC, like the Discord seems not that bad. Doesn't seem too terrible. And at least there are like plenty of people to help out on here. It's pretty frequent. I'm not complaining, but yeah, I would have thought so too, because I figured people would be like more afraid of like hackers and stuff, but the more I actually like looked up into like actual hacking on here and shit like that, like it's not that bad. I've only encountered one so far, and he was literally just launching me up in the air over and over again. It was annoying, but you just Alt F4 out of the game. Otherwise, like, the frame rating is better. I mean, like, I was running it on old gen. I didn't get a new gen console. But overall, I do like the PC, though. I think the PC community is not half bad. It feels a lot more active than the Xbox community, that's for sure. I think maybe at first the Xbox was a lot bigger. I feel like it's died down, like the PC just remained more consistent. Actually, I don't know why. Yeah, that's really only thing. Like that one short has a lot. I mean, yes, because you need a lot more like views on shorts to even have monetization, but he's dead. Let me read that full fucking thing here. Gives a lot less revenue. Yeah, it just does. I mean, like, it really all depends on advertisements. I don't think there's a whole lot of, like, ad revenue to be made on fucking, like, for, like, YouTube Shorts. I mean, unless you're really making, like, millions of fucking views on a fucking short, like, tens of millions. Why does Malekith remind me of the Nameless King? That, like, non-washed hair, probably. That long, unwashed white hair. Oh, I fucking love these guys. Okay. This has happened to me so many times. Hold up. We gotta watch this. Hey. Gotta come over here, friend. Hop. Will he fall to his death? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna fall? Oh, nope, he's safe. Okay. It's like a 50-50 with, like, newer players there. Just follow me and you'll be fine. He survived. He did the jump properly. Not many do. Oh. Can't save them all, I suppose. God damn it. I should have known. I should have known he would just attack him. In such the mindset of just running past those guys. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. That was not okay. That was pretty cheap. What if Let Me Solo Her was a boss? We'd all be dead. That if they had an AI of that man, he would kill us all. He'd be a learning boss. Like the first few times you'd kill him easily, and then by like the fifth one, he would just know all of your moves. He'd be a learning AI. Just kill you every single time. The Let Me Solo Her dude is so insane. Like I saw a thing where he was like every enemy in the game was replaced with Millennia and he was just demolishing it. So wild. Take him to sleep now. We're going Frost. No, I won't go Rod on him. That's me. We'd probably still beat the AI. Oh, 100%. It would just be non-stop learning. It would be like limitless power. Limitless power. 100%. You just keep fighting himself until he gets better, and then the AI would keep getting better. It would just be a perpetual cycle. God, my controller's so bad. Now, Let Me Solo Her versus, like, every enemy in the game replaced with a Let Me Solo Her AI. Now that is the real enemy. Yeah, I see it. I didn't really think about it like that, but... Oh god. Okay. Where's he? Host is moving all around, so I don't know where he's at. Oh! We're safe. Look at that. It was the worst. The only final boss that's worse is the one in Demon's Souls. But that, I don't even want to consider that the final boss. The King of Lost Clone is the real final boss there. But other than him, like, the annoying thing with Elden Beast is that it would have been a fine boss if it was like a standalone. But the fact that it was the final boss in the game, I don't know. I didn't like it either. I thought the Radagon boss, and if they did like a cool second stage for it, that would have been fine. But Elden Beast fell flat for me too. Radagon, great. Elden Beast, eh. It was too easy of a final boss. Elden Beast is just annoying depending on your build, because depending on your build setup, he can have a very large health pool, and that learning curve on his moveset can be a bit annoying, like first round going about it. The fact that Millennia was an optional. Yeah, well, I was having this conversation with one of my buddies when it came to like the like core bosses in the game. Elden Beasts, they should have switched Elden Beasts with Millennias. It wouldn't have made sense that much with the lore, but I'm actually fine where Millennia is at, in the sense that you have to really go out of your way to fight her, and it makes it all the more worth it. Because every time I fight her, it's just a fun fight. It's either fun or just funny to watch people die to her. It's great. But I will admit, like, there were a few of the main bosses. Millennia could be switched with Radagon. I feel like Radagon's way too hyped up in the lore to not be the final boss. Or maybe if they, like, instead of Elden Beast, they did, like, America, maybe. But, yeah, I didn't like Elden Beast, though. That's for sure. It's Millennium. I don't know, because, like, with her, she completely swore her allegiance to Mikilla. So, that would be, like, the big problem there. What would be a funny final boss? Either, like, Ronnie or, like, Melina comes back from the dead. They hyped the Elden Beast way too much. Yeah, he just sucked. He sucked so bad. He was annoying because he ran away and it prolonged the fight. That's really his whole gimmick. He is an annoying boss. I would say... Who else is another, like, really annoying boss? Estelle's kind of annoying. Imagine Godric was the final boss. Godric being the final boss. Godric is a clown. That'd be so funny, though. Just like, oh, you thought Millennia made me run away, but no. I was only using a fraction of my power. Yeah, he's, Who else? Mog can be really easy or really annoying depending on how you approach the fight. I think he's for sure one of the harder bosses in the game. Like, I think that's really no question. At least that would be, like, my personal opinion, I'd say. The Russian Badger. I'm gonna be real, I do not. That name is familiar. I just can't think of who that is. I'm blanking. But You're lucky you haven't seen him. Well, you know, like, if he's that bad, as long as he's not Malcolm Reynolds, then I'm fine. If you don't know who that is, oh boy. That guy is a menace. That guy just, that is a person that scares me on here. If I see a Malcolm Reynolds has joined your world, I'm instantly, like, Alt F4ing out of the fucking game. Like, hell no. Not risking my shit getting banned. Let's see. Is he Rock 2? Okay, I mean, look, if it works. War got curved swords.
Let's get to it.
And he's frenzied flamed. Alright, let's go. Some of the Elden Ring lore makes no sense. I can think of a few things, but what are you thinking of? Yeah, there are a lot of them. Like, I would say, like, if you really, like, think about it, in terms of, like, it's kind of been always like that until, like, DLCs came out for the other games. Like, the main bosses weren't nearly as hard as, like, the top ones. I mean, like, Dark Souls 3, you had, like, Nameless King, and then obviously, like, all the DLC bosses that followed, minus, you know, like, Gravetender. There's but I think in Elden Ring, I will agree, it's a lot more significant of, like, an upgrade. Gil's the only boss from that scene where we turned up. Yeah, I mean, he, like, consumed all of the Dark Soul, which is, like, what made him really strong at the end there. I really like what they did with Gale. What they did with Gale was so badass. Like, in terms of lore, like, Manus was only a fraction of Gale's power. Like, Gale was kind of nuts. And what a fitting end, too, to the series. You know, I got a question for you too. Like, finish up your comment like you're gonna make, but let's see. Yeah, who do you think is harder? Because I know a lot of people have this like discussion. Gale or Madir? Because people have a lot of conflicting like points with those two. I've seen. I have my take, but I'll save it. They were getting hit. I only got hit by like one attack there. I honestly don't know. my take, I think overall, Gale is harder than Madir. That's how good you are at that boss. I mean, like, that is true. But I think Madir's a lot easier to learn, because Madir's biggest thing is, like, extremely large AoE attacks. But with Gale, there's also so many things you have to worry about, and he has a lot of, like, fast attacks that will come out, like, mainly, like, his crossbow and, like, the lightning in the arena you have to focus on, his rings coming back at you once he throws them. Like, there's so much with his boss fight. It is a beautiful boss fight, but, like, yeah, Madir is very, like, once you fight him, like, a good amount of times, you can easily, like, it's a lot easier to no-hit Madir than it is, Like, that's what I would say. I think you meant Madir, but it auto-corrected. Yeah, you know, like, the first time I fought him, I thought he was really annoying. It took me, like, I think 13 times. 13 tries. On the 13th, I killed him. And it was, like, I was using literally the mace, and I was like, how do you get... I was like, I'm fighting the dragon right now. Here, I got auto-corrected. Yeah, I figured that's what happened. But... yeah, Madir was... They were both fantastic fights. Like, Madir's probably, like... In terms of the dragons in the series, he's easily my favorite. It's no diff. I mean, looks, lore, like, size, like, he's perfect all around. I can't really think of, like, a dragon boss that can quite match up to his level of... Let's change our Oh, we on the Madirkin. Oh, yeah. Sandra was easily the worst final boss. I mean, if you... That tells me you haven't played Demon Souls. That final boss is... I mean, like... Unless we don't even count that. Unless we don't count him, that's fair. That is a fair thing to say, because he's just so bad you shouldn't even count him as a final boss. Yeah, you're doing so bad. Who would I say is also really bad? True King Along was too overhyped. He was overhyped, but he was cool. I mean, I always thought, like, his, like... Oh, you mean the blob? Yeah, I mean, like, the old King Along is cool. True King Along is shit. Yeah. The blob is... He's just so bad. He's actually a terrible boss. I don't even know why they did that. But you're... yeah, that's so fucking accurate. That is so fucking true. Dude, he's just so shit just all around. I don't even know why they do that. He's just, yeah, he's awful. Like... And honestly, like, most of the bosses in Demon Souls aren't even, like, hard at all anyways. Like, I found them hard because it was, one, it was my first game, and two, I was like 8 to 10 years old when I first played it. But it was old. Yeah. Fucking old King Alon had such a cool design. Fucking hype, a good amount of hype to him. He had the soul-sucking hand on him, which made him really fucking cool. Like, where he would, like, if he grabbed you, he'd suck one of your soul levels out. Yeah, I almost got hit by that other dude. But, yeah, he should have been the final boss of the game. Yeah. So, alright. Who is more of a disappointment, right? The final boss in the game, or the dragon god? The dragon god was so the biggest disappointment in my opinion. He was like hyped up, he was in the cinematic trailer, you see him roar and shit, you're like, holy fuck. And then like he's just like a gimmick boss. It was just the most depressing shit I've ever seen. It's so sad. Actually, that is the coolest dragon in the fucking games. But I don't even want to talk to him. I don't even want to talk about him. Coolest looking boss. Like, in terms of the dragons. But such a fucking disappointment. It's just a shitty puzzle. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just yuck. He is a yucky boss. I don't think there was a single Demon Souls fan that was, like, not absolutely fucking disappointed in that boss fight. And then if you kill Ben, yeah, you kill Ben God, you get murdered by him. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh god, it's just so bad what they did with it. Flame Lurker was fucking pretty hype, but then you see him, you're like, oh shit, this is the big man. And then it's just, oh, it's a gimmick. That's neat. Yeah, he's just, I don't know, he's just fucking, that might be the most embarrassing boss. I'll put that over Old King, because he was just so much hype. Flame Lurkers should have been switched. Yeah, like, not only that, like, you fight the Dragon God at that, like, same level of pace, and Flame Lurker is just the gimmick. Like, you use holy attacks on him and he dies or some shit. Like, I would much rather have Flame Lurker be a gimmick boss than the Dragon God, but that is not the reality. Actually, no, because Flame Lurker was really fun. Flame Lurker was a really fun boss fight in that game. Probably the most fun boss fight in that game. Who's the coolest boss in that game? It's close between, like, Dragon God and, like... Oh. Do you remember the Man-Eaters? Yes, I fucking do. And I remember how annoying as hell that shit was my first playthrough. Like I said, I was, like... I got it when it was, like, first released. So I played it when I was, like, 10 years old. Or some shit like that. Somewhere around that. Like, 8 to 12. Just wretched. It was just... I was, like, getting so irked. Because it was like... I'm fighting two of these motherfuckers at the same time? Ah. That was the first dual boss for me. It was so fucking... Oh, that shit annoyed me so much. The remake was way too easy. I don't know if it was the remake necessarily as much as just the actual game. Because I went back and played the original, and it was still super easy. I mean, it was like a joke in comparison to like Dark Souls 1. Like, I don't think you could have made the game that much harder with a remake. I think they already had an impossible task there. It was a beautiful fucking remake though. I mean, absolutely perfect though in terms of like the quality. Plus, Demon Souls is the oldest in the series. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is the oldest. It has such a unique charm to it too. The one thing I did absolutely hate about it was like, well, actually, the thing I dislike about it is the thing I like. It's like the opposite I dislike in like 3 and in Elden Ring, and that's like with fucking Demon Souls, it was the lack of fucking like save progression. They didn't make the AI better, they just made the textures better. Yep, that is true. But they didn't have enough save points in Demon Souls, which was like, at first, it's not that bad when you play it again, but like when you're first playing through, you're like, man, this is rough. And then like Dark Souls 3 and like Elden Ring, there's like a fucking bonfire or grace like almost everywhere you go. Dark Souls 3 was more like more significant, I think, but with Elden Ring, it's kind of bad too. Like, they're like the Stakes America, which just make things a lot easier. But all right, real question: will he fail the jump? Oh, he wasn't even looking at me. Oh, I might get kicked. Okay, he made it. Yes, good. The Red Knight was annoying in the first world. Oh, who was the Red Knight? Oh, or it's not Red Eye. I mean, it might be Red Eyes, but I was thinking like the blue-eyed fucking big knights. Oh no, are you talking about the one that's like in front of the Old King, where you get the Old King armor? Is that the one you're talking about? Because if so, I know exactly what you're talking about there. But crossbows get faster proc. Remember the guy with the spear that would be I don't. Guy with the spear? What phase of the world was he? Was he in like the very first phase, or like was he in like a later phase? Like, you know what I mean when I say phase. Like, sure. Don't you attack. Fucking dumbass. Yeah, Old King Dorn is like not a. He's not like that hard. He's really annoying if you like go too early though. He can if you don't cheese him. God, his armor was so good. His armor was fantastic. it. And there was Demon Brand. You know, it's really funny. Despite all the playthroughs I played, I never had the real urge to use that weapon. I mean, I knew it was like really good. Like I've seen like people like use it, but like I never particularly used it myself. I always used other weapons. Damn, what the fuck? Is that the Zamor Ruins fucking, like, spell that keeps poise breaking? That is insane. That was actually crazy how much poise damage I was doing. I didn't fucking know that before. Well, I know it now. Just an instant fucking break on those fucking guys, supposedly. A Demon Brand. Dude, I want to fucking play that game. I've never fucking gotten around to it. Because I was an Xbox player. Never got around to playing fucking Bloodborne. Actually brings me shame. Imagine it as Dark Souls 2. Yeah, then you wouldn't be able to dodge anything. You'd need, like, fucking... yeah. But it wasn't clanky. I was about to say, like, you'd need, like, 60 adept just to, like, stand a chance against Orphan of Kos in Dark Souls 2. God, I was not a fan. Okay. I didn't absolutely hate Dark Souls 2. There were a lot of very fun things that were in Dark Souls 2. But the gameplay itself was just so much worse. I mean, like, it was just so much worse than the other ones. Dark Souls 2 less clanky. I think they had a different developer in charge of Dark Souls 2. I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened with Dark Souls 2. I think there was a different developer behind the game. I'm not too certain, but I'm pretty sure. Like, it's still FromSoft, but, like, person in charge of the project, I meant, not developer. Same development company, but, like, different person in charge. I don't think it was Miyazaki. Yeah. I think there were, like, a lot of charm to Dark Souls 2. Like, I think it had, like, the most variety in armors, and I think the weapons, some of the weapons in that game were so fucking cool. Like, they probably had, like, the best weapon selection in all of the fucking games. Like, their weapons were so unique in comparison to, like, the ones we see later on down the road. It's actually, like, sad. It's sad how much they downgraded in terms of, like, the massive weapon variety. Now, everyone used the meta shit, but, like, we didn't get, like, another, like, I call it the RPG crossbow. That fucking dark crossbow that you just, like, it'd just be like a bazooka. Oh, man, dude, that shit was so tight. That was, like, some of the funniest shit I've seen in a Souls game. It was super dumb PvP, but it was so funny. Dark Souls 2. Some of the worst bosses as well. Not as bad as, like... Thought I heard a little kid on that server. Wait, on what server? Oh shit. Ah. That's a rough one to watch. That is a rough one to watch indeed when people die to that attack. But Dark Souls, anyways, back to Dark Souls 2 bosses. Dark Souls 2 bosses were like in this state of like, some of them had cool concepts, but there were so many like reskinned bosses, even in like the main game. It was just so, not a fan of that whatsoever. Elden Ring, it's like bad too, but like at least it's in like the dungeons and shit. Like it's understandable. Have you played Sekiro yet? Like, I didn't. I heard it was really good. I think the biggest thing that like set me up to like not play that game like right away was mainly the
Hey!
Hello. What did he say? New game +8? Easy. Mainly like there's no real like variety in how you can build him. It's kind of like a very singular play style with him because you're playing as Sekiro. You're not like making your own character like in the other FromSoft games.
Hey!
The main thing that made it boring was the parrying one-shotted everything in Sekiro. Yeah. I can see that being like a real annoyance once you get really good at the game. There's not as much longevity to it as like the other FromSoft games. Even Dark Souls 2 had a lot of longevity to it, despite all of its problems. But I heard Sekiro was actually like really good. I mean, like, first playthrough. Oh, he's using Raptors. His host isn't gone. This is a new game +8 player. Why did that hit me? Oops. You got it? Let's get it. This host didn't need us. That they like frog can cancel on Twitter or something. I don't. I think there was some controversy with it. I don't quite remember it, but I think you're onto something. It was a very weird boss. It was quite sad. Rykard, like. I mean, it's funny because he can be both easy and hard. Like, it so depends on how you're playing. Because there are moments where I'll struggle with Rykard, and I'm just like, how am I dying to this guy? definitely do have those. Rykard's weird. Estelle is weird. Awesome. Great for PvE. PvP is just like annoying seeing people use it just because of like the massive lag with it. Like on Xbox, it was so horrendous. It was like the most horrendous shit ever because like it would like hit you like 15 feet from like where the attack actually is. The latency on it was just so bad. Like PvE-wise, great weapon. Not my favorite, but I can't deny the result of that one. I think in terms of the great swords, it's like between like that one and like Death Poker. Like, Death Poker is really fucking good. The only thing that, like, the Blasphemous Blade really beats it out in, I think, is just that passive HP. Like, otherwise, Death Poker is just... God damn, Death Poker. I was not paying attention. I was looking at the chat. I saw that last... I don't even know what it says. I saw that last chat. That one shot, damn it. I feel disgraced. There are definitely more powerful beings in the Lord than Elden Beast. Yeah, you know, like, there are other old gods that are just a lot more potent. Basically the manifestation of the tree. Yeah. I guess it wasn't. Well, here's kind of the problem with that. And I think it comes down to, like, when it becomes, like, once you kill him, it says God slain. Which pretty much trying to imply that it isn't, like, the Elden Beast was in fact the Outer God. But, not technically confirmed, but the Elden Beast is technically a god. Just, at least what I would think. Not a demi, but... well, actually that wouldn't even be accurate. That wouldn't even be accurate either, because Marika was the god. And she wasn't an outer god, so that wasn't, it's just a god. Yeah. So, it's, like, as I was, like, talking about it, I, like, realized, okay, yeah, I'm wrong on that one, but it's not a powerful one. Yeah, it's not, like, outer god level, where it was, like, actually manipulating, like, the world of the lands between. Not, like, the god behind Mog, or, like, the god behind, like, the god of Rot behind, like, Millennia. I don't know who would canonically be the strongest, though. DLCs should have the Outer Gods as a boss. Well, here's, like, the thing with that. Because, like, you fight their avatars, right? So... obviously, like, the avatar of, like, the goddess of Rot, the goddess of Rot Millennia, like, her second stage. Then you have Mog, the Lord of Blood, becomes, like, the outer god of Blood's fucking avatar, like, or, like, what was that god's name? Like, the something mother, or something like that? A little bit hazy on the lore, but, I mean, they're real states. I don't know if we'll see it. But, I mean, not just the avatars. It would be cool. It would be cool if we saw at least one that was, like, at their full power, like... Yeah, I think lore-wise it'd be too strong. Like, I would like if there was, like, a flashback DLC or something to where we could see some of the events before the Shattering, like, after this one. Yeah, it would be fun. Like, a lot of people talk about, like, seeing Godwyn the Golden and seeing Ronnie in her human form. I want to see, like, way before that, like, Malekith, like, slaying, like, the goddess of death with her fucking, like, her godskin duo troop. I want to see how strong she was, because she was an Empyrean, like Marika. So she'd be a really cool one to see if we were talking about, like, power levels that would, like, actually fit with, like, the Tarnished being able to slay. I forgot what, like, the Goddess of Death or, like, the Queen of Death's name was. I forgot what her name was, but, leader of the Godskins, she'd be a really fun one to fight. I know there are rumors of, like, Melina being her, but nothing confirmed. Let's place down that side. Place it down. Placing it down. How's the stream? Like, the stream quality, like, pretty good? I was, like, just been fiddling with, like, the settings and stuff to get, like, the most out of my PC. I think it's, like, pretty alright. I think it's running at, like, 1440. Or it should be. Yeah, it's pretty decent. That's good. This is my first, technically my first, well, definitely my first stream on YouTube. But that's, so far it's looking pretty nice though. Like, I'm also viewing it on my phone just so I can look at, like, the recording quality. It ain't bad. I'm definitely happy with, like, the quality of how it's turning out. Ain't too bad for just starting out. How long have we been running this? I can't even check. I'm sure I could check if I was, like, looking at, like, the OBS. So quality is certainly better than my streams. Yeah, it's super, like, I don't know, it's, like, really annoying to, like, figure out what's the most optimal thing to run it. Like, either gonna do Demon Souls streams or Elden Ring. I'd probably do Elden Ring, just because you're more likely to get more, like, more views on Elden Ring. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it might not be popping right now, but, like, when that DLC comes flying around, there's gonna be a lot of, like, a lot of shit that's for sure. Really rare to see sometimes. It's merely hard to comprehend that. You know, like, it's actually really funny. Because I was really fucking bored one day, I just decided to try Roblox because I had no idea what it was. All I knew was that it was pretty much a child's game. I didn't quite understand the concept of Roblox. And when I started playing, I didn't play it long. I only played it for like maybe like a week or so. Maybe like 2, like infrequently, but like it was just like, yeah, it was just a bunch of like random boring games on there. There were a few like decent ones, I guess, but like decent at like their absolute peak. Kids gaming platform. I fucking believe that. There's so many little kids on there. It's so fucking like, yeah, I could easily see that. That shit is fucking like, I don't know. That is whack. And there's like really no way to like fucking like protect against it like that either on Roblox. There's no like, I don't think there's like a real corrective mode on Roblox, at least from what I remember. It's like a rated E. It has its own friends lists and shit. There's no like real monetization on it. Like, I have a friend that can explain. Yeah, like, I mean, like, I was never a fan of Roblox anyways. Like, I think Roblox has always been like a silly thing, but that doesn't surprise me at all if it. Like EDP levels of shit. Nasty. I don't really, it's like, I'd say no to that though, just because, you know, it is on stream. Like, and there is a certain things I am willing to say. It's not like this is like age restricted or like, or it's not like it's like gonna be like rated or stream, but like I just would not prefer to like do that kind of content. For stealing, I'm surprised they don't get sued more for stealing fucking assets, honestly, because a lot of that the shit in their like little indie games, it's stolen from other games. I'm surprised, like, at least I don't even know if they're the first ones, honestly. There's probably a lot more people that try to sue them for like reused shit. Fucking Sky. I'm actually surprised Bethesda's willing to sue them because of how old that game is. No, they always try and like sell it. So technically, it's like. Yeah, me and my close buddy, we always talk about how like absolutely like fucking when you think back on it, how kind of bad Skyrim actually was. Like, if you really think about it and you really think about like the stories weren't that innovative. Like, they weren't. You're mainly going in there for like the adventuring, but the lore is absolutely insane. Yeah, I don't know. I think like in terms of like lore, Bethesda, it's definitely not their optimal. Not in game. Yeah, like in terms of like the actual, they've had a lot of time to build that series. I think Fallout kinda has it beat out, but there are still a lot of plot holes that don't make sense with Fallout. But maybe I'm a little bit biased because, like, my favorite fucking game of theirs is easily New Vegas, like, no diff. But and Skyrim was the first one I played. I went back and played New Vegas. I was like, damn, this shit's fucking gas. New Vegas is awesome. It's such a good game. I mean, like, me and my buddy talk about it all the time. It's like, there will never be a game like New Vegas ever again. That shit was just peak. Such peak. Peak gaming. So good. Oh boy. Alright, can we... Actually, you know, these hosts have been doing pretty good. Can we get a 3 for 3? Fallout 4 was... yeah, not a fan. Not a fan of 4. I'm 100% with you there. I don't even know how to explain it. My thing with 4 is they try and it's like the same thing with Skyrim I have a problem with. It's that they try and force, like, the Walmart, yeah, kind of. They try and force, like, this mission on you, right? Like, you don't feel like you should be doing other side quests, and, like, I don't know, positions are just forced upon you. It's not like New Vegas where you just feel like an absolute nomad that just got fucked over. It's like, oh, I need to find my son. Oh, I'm the Dragonborn, you know, like, I was never, they force roles upon you. I was never really a fan of that. Maybe that's just, like, RPG brain talking, but, like, oh, they're killing shit. Yeah, like, New Vegas had such fucking charm in that regard. Oh no, they fucking started. They left me. But you got more choices. Yes, but you still felt like you could be anything, right? Like, you didn't feel forced to be something. Like, yes, you were in the cell, but, like, inevitably, you could be literally anybody in that prison cell. Like, and Skyrim starts off kind of like that, where it's like, you could be anybody, right? But then it, like, forces you to be, like, the savior of the world and shit, which I'm not, like... I don't know. That shit never rubbed me the right way. Bloodborne did it best. I'm so close to being dead. Yeah, like, a few of the Souls games kind of lost that. I mean, you had, like, a pretty decent amount of choices in, like, Dark Souls 2 and number 1. If you were, like, a psycho. But, like... the whole game is based on... Yeah, because you're playing as, like, it's different when it comes to, like, that game. Like, you're playing as, like, an actual character. It's a tad bit different. I feel like when the game focuses on, like, you building a character and, like, it shouldn't force certain roles on you when you're, like, making your own. When it's, like, you're forced to play, like, a certain, like, character that they designed. I think it's a little different. It's kind of like God of War, for example, right? Like God of War, like The Witcher. Great games. God of War is a different story, though. Yeah, it's a bit different than Sekiro, but kind of like the same concept in terms of like the character. Like you're playing as a character because it has a memorable protagonist. Yeah. Yeah, Sekiro. I will say, like, just because, like, you know, the man doesn't fucking talk. So I get it from there. Kratos was a savage. Dude, what's up with that? Like, I don't get why did they update his moveset to do that? God, they're fucking me. Save me, host! Save me! When you need to rely on the host to survive, it's pretty much already over. Oh no! Can you like get away with the swap here? Just keep running. Just keep running. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Oh, he killed him. Oh no. I have sleep bolts on. Oh, that was crisp. Keep whacking. Keep whacking. Okay. I got this. Look at his jukes. Feels like this one. Oh god, dude, I hate god skins. I mean, like with this build, like because I got a lot of like mats and shit, like, it's like really fucking easy. It's probably like one of the worst designed bosses in this game. They're just, neither of them are, like, necessarily cool. Like, they're probably, like... are they the worst dual boss in the series? I mean, like... Like, in terms of, like, the main bosses you have to do. No, because the dual Dragon Riders exist. That was just garbage. They're the second worst. Not in terms of difficulty, but in terms of, like... Ugh, like I already fucking did this. Gross. Fucking nasty. Eat that shit. Nasty shit. get another one. I don't even know how long this stream has been going on for. An hour 20. Doing good. You know what King's Field is? I'm not ringing a bell. I'm like thinking. Like it's no, I can't think of it. Is that like an old game or something? Real OG from Soft. Oh god, let me look this up. How old is this game? Oh boy. I always regarded Demon Souls as the original fucking Dark Souls. When was this? First release in 1994. Oh, holy shit. Oh man. I wasn't even born when that game was fucking game was released. December 16th, 1994. A lot more realistic medieval game.
Hey!
You know what game I want to try on here? Like, if we're talking about, like, medieval games, fucking, like, Ward Out. I don't know how, maybe. I don't know how, like, popular the game is still, but, like, that was a game I always saw on, like, YouTube that I was always, like, jelly of as, like, an Xbox player. It's like, oh, man, that game seems to be so fun to play. I have a buddy that is absolutely obsessed with it. You see, I have played a good bit of For Honor. It's just not the same. I think it's like kind of silly in a sense, but like it's still For Honor is still like good fun. I won't lie, like I had some fun. Oh, I thought I would have time. Damn it. Oh well. I thought he'd give me invincibility frames for laying down. It's first released. So yeah, it's basically 30 years old. Yep. That is a crazy, I didn't realize they made other games, like, I mean, like, obviously, like, they made other games other than, like, Dark Souls, I just didn't know about this one. Like, I knew about, like, the Souls series, like, obviously, like, Sekiro, like, and, Armor Core. Because I knew they've made Armor Core for a good bit. But other than that, I didn't know they made any other games, really. $1994, that game. That is an age. Let's see, like... Being summoned, nice. Let's see, I was like just thinking of Oblivion when I was looking at that game, but like,
Hey!
I was like, that game is not like nearly as old. That one's in like the like 06.
Hey!
Unable to summon. We're actually good. Yes. Run through grave sites. Run through E. Imagine EA bought FromSoft, it would never happen. I think FromSoft has too much respect to like let something like that buy. That'd be horrible though. You'd see like you'd have to buy every boss as a DLC, honestly. The armor, not even, the armor would be like a skin on an already like set release. You have to like, not even like buying it, you have to like gotcha roll for it. Ooh, that was crisp. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that now, just jumping over that second swipe. I could never get into those games either. I'm not a huge fan of that overhead, overhead fucking, the overhead camera like that. Kind of the same reason I can't imagine getting into like a game like Baldur's Gate. But I've heard pretty decent things, like I had a buddy that played it a good bit. Diablo 2 was cool. Yeah, like, I have, like, a buddy on the older side who, like, played, I think it was Diablo 4. I don't know how the rankings work on there, but supposedly he was, like, he was, like, ranked, like, fucking, like, number, like, 2 or 1 or something. Like, he, sent me a screenshot. You'd have to explain that to me because I don't understand the rankings of that game. I don't know if that's like insanely good or if that's like something you can get like per week thing. I have no idea. Summoned. Yeah, you see, like, this is what I was talking about, like, the community on here is just, like, for some reason on PC, there's just a lot more influx of, like, new players. Like, I'm, like, getting summoned every, like, few seconds. What is this video I just found? What vid? Oh, God, fucking Tree Sentinel. This might actually be one of the worst bosses in the game, objectively. So, it's such an annoying, unfun fight. Oh my god. I'll get that holding RT. Bang! I'm getting away from you all. Rolling away. I wasn't paying attention. Big mistake. I think it's moderating the link I'm sending. Okay. Yeah, I might have. I'll look into that later. Like,
Hey!
I don't think I can change that right away. I think I'd have to like turn off stream in order to do that. OBS streaming is like it's like good, but it's also kind of like annoying too. Like, once you're done with that guy, just look up Bear Witness Elden Ring if you get the time. I'm pretty sure. Oh! No! Oh, look at that! It's a hacker! It's a hacker! It's a hacker! It's a hacker! No, he's not. He's a modder, not a hacker. He's just using God mode. He's using the God mode shit from the... What was that guy's name? I could probably report him. Fuck it. I'll figure it out when I'm like doing recording shit. Like doing editing. I'll figure it out. Why did I actually think that was Renala for a second? Yeah, you never see anyone rocking that. You never see anyone rocking that headpiece. It's so ugly. Someone like, maybe like, later in like a fucking like the comment section needs to like explain to me like why on earth fucking Renala is so like oddly proportioned. She is like the weirdest bone structure I've ever seen in any fucking game. At least for a humanoid. For a while, the demigods and their parents confused me for a long time. They all have the same dad. Yeah. We're talking about like Greek mythology right now, right? Like, or are we talking about like still Elden Ring? I mean, because in case of fucking, they have different moms. Yeah, if we're talking about like Greeks, not all of them are like same dad, but like there's definitely like a lot of incest. A little too much, you know. Not PG-13 if you know what I mean. And like other than like literally like the god of the underworld like Hades, like they're all like shit. He would become a god too. Yeah, but can it really be like considered incest if, you know, he's kind of like fucking himself in a sense? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that works. Then don't you just get like a clone baby? You just fuck yourself and you get yourself pregnant. I don't know the exact Scientology of that. It would just be a dupe. Dupe glitch. Ooh, golden foundation. Stats for the ring. They all get canceled. Who would most likely get canceled? Yeah, you know, pedophilia is kind of up there. But his pedophilia is, like, secret. Like, they really have to, like, figure it out. I don't think he'd be the first one. It's kind of like a hidden truth. You know what I mean? I would say... Oh, I don't know, that's tough. He'd get canceled first. Ronnie would be celebrated for being based. Like, almost destroying the fucking world based. Like, she'd be praised. Dude, there are so many of those channels, like, it's crazy. Like, I've been getting flooded. Well, there's not a crazy amount. I've seen, like, 4 popular ones of those. Where it's just AI voicing. And they, like... They have, like, either their characters have romances with certain characters. Or, like, Ronnie and, like, Melina are, like, trying to riz each other up. This is like the big 2. But I would probably I'd either say America or Godfrey would be canceled first. Undead Humor. Oh fuck, I think I know which one that is. Yeah, isn't that the fucking the one with fucking Godfrey, I think it was with his, was so fucking, that shit cracked me up. Like when, like, the one line he looks at, like, the ladder in Mount Gelmir, he's like, oh, my ex-wife, my blood boils. That shit cracked me up. I said that to my friend, he was like, that was not funny. I was like, that shit had me cracked. I thought that shit was so fucking funny. Maybe I was cracking up because I'm like blood boiled doozies. I feel like there's like 2 of them that are like that, where he's just the therapist. He does make for a good fucking therapist. Good fun. Oh, was that a poise break? Did that count? Oh, I had the noise too. That's so sad. The main reason that I'm scared of the host just dying too fast. So, like, I rot them so that the hosts are more likely to stay away. They're like, oh, he's rotted. That's an easy kill. Be stupid. You don't have a whole lot. There isn't a lot of time. Don't die. They're good. Souls games remind me of Berserk in a way. You know, like Like the Knights, yeah. Like, well, I want to say two things. Like, one thing's like more addressing that like comparison. The main guy, Miyazaki, the main like the lead developer for like the Elden Ring, Dark Souls. He is a massive Berserk fanboy. He loves that shit. But like second, about Berserk, like I know what it's about, like, and I've seen like, you know, like a few parts of it, but like there's never a good spot to like, unless they just haven't like done like recordings of all of it, like, but there's not a good place to like fucking get the entire story. I don't know, maybe I just need to read the manga or something. That shit is frustrating. Because that shit does seem like fucking gas. Seems like absolute gas. Scroll this up. I'm gonna need to remember this for next time because like I have the resolution raised up, but it's like kind of harder to see the Oh, why do I have it at full screen? Hold up. Why don't I just do that? That's easy. It's a little bit harder to see, but I'll be fine. I'm right up on the screen anyways. Don't die while I'm fucking doing this. Scroll back down. Okay, nothing yet. The Knights remind me of this. There's a lot of armors like that. Oh no, was that Host? Oh, thank God it wasn't. Okay, I'm coming in. Sorry. I don't even know if that's something. Whack. Terrible. Been talking about random stuff. Yeah. Don't. Yeah, just chilling out. Pretty decent first stream. We're just chilling out. I'm gonna have a more focused like stream for like maybe tomorrow. I'm just glad like I got like the quality pretty well down. It doesn't seem bad at all.
Dad got kicked out of one of the servers for beating the server mod in a 1v1.
Oh, wait, what? Kicked out of what server? The, oh, god damn it. Fuck. Well, that's sad. Can I enlarge this a little bit so I can see the chat better? Will that work? Oh, that's nice. Fuck yeah. Beat a server mod. Was it like the official Elden Ring server that shit happened? Server mods are just booting out PvPers for beating them. Basically, yeah. Yeah, I've been getting in a few, like, little, like, arguments on the fucking Discord. Like, there was a really funny one where someone, like, there were two really funny ones where, like, someone was asking a question and it was like, would you rather take this or this? And then, like, I would respond. And then, like, 9 or 10 other people, like, why don't you just use this? And I'd just be like, that was not the question. Shut the hell up. That was not the question that was asked. Oh, nice fashion. Like, one of them was about Crag's Blade, which is, I would say, my most used Ash of War. And the question was, should I use Crag's Blade on a magic infusion or a cold infusion? I said, in my personal opinion, I think cold infusion is better. And then everyone else below that just like, why not just use heavy, bro? I was like, no, that was not what the man asked. Man's trying to make a cold intelligence build, and you tell him, just go heavy, bro. Shit was like cracking me up, but it was also like, it was so annoying. People can be so gross on Discord. I've never quite experienced the grossness of Discord until that, like, the Elden Ring official Discord. Real nasty. Just focus on it. You hit in there for a second, can't you? Do you think your viewers are going to eventually see this at some point? Maybe not. Like, I think when it comes to, like, setting up things for viewers, like, I gotta schedule it. Yeah, I give, like, a notification beforehand. This was more of just a test, like, stream quality. I wasn't quite expecting to get a viewer here. I was just gonna, like, test it for a little bit and just tinker with the settings. I mean, if I edit it, maybe, like, if I advertise it with shorts, but I don't think anyone will really watch it. I'd have to post, like, 8 to 10 shorts on this fucking thing. Have a chance. Even with the subscriber count. Coward in the game. I haven't even been using blood. Oh no, don't go for that repost. I was like, I have the talisman on. Oh no, the hose died! Oh, god damn it. I didn't even see what he died to. Did he die to, like, Elden stars? Oh, no. If there is going to be at least a few viewers, there will most likely kids that will be like, why does he get to talk to the owner, but me doesn't? Yeah. Exactly.
he doesn't reply to me in the shorts. What's up with this bullshit? It's like 12 a.m. in the morning for me right now.
Sheesh. How long has this been going for? Fucking 2 hours? Close, an hour and 40. Hour and 50. I think it's a good time to call it. I don't think I'm gonna be playing too much. I'm just gonna be like tinkering more with a little bit with this shit. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna be ending the stream here. I might well, it's probably gonna be posted up anyways as the test, but maybe I'll make a few shorts on this, just edit them up. Be real good. Alright, yep, ending it. Peace.